Hello everyone, my name is Emmanuel Jiman. You can call me Brahima. I'm super excited to come your way with some 5 tips to become a super duper radio presenter. Most people want to become radio presenters, or most people are on radio, but they find it difficult to get people to listen to them. Now, the influx of radio stations across towns and villages has caused most people to be glued to certain radio station. So how do you get someone to tune in to listen to your radio station? These are my 5 tips that I'm going to share with you. What you need to do as a radio presenter so that you become number one and get a lot of people to listen to you. Now, the first tip is that you need to prepare beforehand. How do you prepare beforehand? As a radio presenter, before going on air to talk about anything, to talk about any subject or any topic you want to discuss on your show. That's why it is good to be able to put together what we call running orders. You know how your program is going to structure, how you are going to play the music in case you want to go for a musical break. How long is it going to take you for you to play that kind of music you want to play on your show? Now, for instance, you want to talk about cars on your show. You need to make sure that the particular topic you want to talk about, let's say you want to talk about cars or you want to talk about kids. What do you want to talk about kids? What is it about kids that you want to talk about? The best thing to do is that you need to first of all identify what you want to talk about kids. Now, for instance, I want to talk about safety for kids. Now, safety for kids. If you want to talk about safety for kids, now the first thing I will ask you is that safety for kids, where? In school, home, or where? So as a radio presenter, you need to make sure that you identify some of these key things, the actual things you want to say. And then you should be a master of the subject you want to talk about. Now, let's go to the second one. Now, you need to be very authentic. People would want to listen to presenters that come across as genuine. So as a radio presenter, you need to be very authentic. You need to be proud of who you are and where you came from. As a radio presenter, you need to be proud of who you are and where you came from. You may not be able to appeal to everyone, but at least you're authentic and broadcast with confidence. You need to make sure that you are broadcasting with informations that are very authentic. And you need to make sure that your presentation, you are very confident when it comes to your presentation. The third one is talk to one person. That is one thing that a lot of people who call themselves radio presenters are lacking. Now, you need to engage your listeners by presenting your shows to them like you are talking to a friend. To become a very good radio presenter, you need to present your program and your shows to your listeners as if you are talking to a friend. For example, I meet a friend and I can go like, "Oh, I hope you had a good weekend." You understand? Now, most of the time people will say listeners, but normally when I'm addressing people on radio, I always want to address one person because I want you to feel part of the show. So it is very important that you need to communicate with your listeners as if you are talking to one person or you are talking to a friend. How do you even relate when you are talking to a friend? So it's another tip that if you want to become a good radio presenter, you should look out for. Now, you should have something to say. Most people around on our radio stations parade themselves that, yes, I'm a radio presenter. No one wants to listen to a boring person. You should have something to say. Some people are DJs, they present music programs on radio and they open the microphone to talk, and you can tell from their demeanor and from the things that they are saying on air that they have nothing to say. So as a radio presenter, you don't need to be you don't need to be a boring radio presenter. You don't need to be a boring person. As a radio personality, you should have something to say. Be passionate on air and engage with your listeners. As a radio presenter, you need to be passionate on air. The kind of things you say, you need to be passionate about it. You need to make sure that you have researched and you have in-depth knowledge in the subject matter you are going to talk about. Soon as you do that, trust me, people will begin to tune into your radio station. They'll begin to tune into your radio programs and listen to you always. Now, the fifth one is that you need to air check shows. Once you have finished a broadcast, go back and listen to what you said. That is one thing that people are not doing. Soon as you are done with your show, it doesn't end there. In my subsequent videos, I'll be talking about production. But once you are done with the radio program, it doesn't end there. You need to go back, get a recording of what you did on air, sit down, play it in your car, at home, and then listen to yourself. Is there something that you were not able to do? Or were you able to touch on everything? Just listen to yourself. If it calls for you to come back again to clarify some of the things you said, or to make some certain corrections and then amend certain things and then come back with the same topic you were discussing on the show, but this time around you can enhance some of the information you give out. You can source out for information and then you put it across, and trust me, you are going to be a very, very good and excellent radio presenter. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that anytime I upload any video on this channel, you have the opportunity to also learn. You can send me messages, or you can just drop comments in the comment section. Leave your email. If you have any question, you can just reach out to me, and I'm very glad and open to help you to achieve your goal as a radio presenter. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, make sure that you hit the bell button so that anytime I upload videos, you have the opportunity to be able to be the first person to listen to some of these tutorials that I'll be giving out. Thanks so much for watching. God bless you. My name is Unauthorized. Call me Bra Ima.